was, because that must have set the tone, baby. I must have been thinking right. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see down in the thumbnail, this is going to be a story time about when I had sex with my boss. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl if you are new here, and if you are a returning subscriber. Hey baby bitch, let's get right into it. No time for the small talk. Let's just go ahead and get into it. So before I go off into this story and I tell you guys everything, I just want to let you know that by no means do I support my behavior during this time. During this time, I was going through just a lot, you guys. Like, I had just been evicted from my apartment. On top of that, during that time, like, to try to be more appealing to my boyfriend at the time, I had cut my hair. We were going on a trip and I cut my hair. And by the time that this had taken place, my hair was in the process of growing back. I was no longer in my apartment. I did not have a good paying job. I was making like $7.40 an hour, and we were getting weekly pay, and my checks were like $100 and something a week. My boyfriend, on the other hand, at the time, which I don't know why I ever called my boyfriend, but at the time he was making like $700 and something a week. He was getting money and he would not help me. So this is another thing that had me in a bummer, and I had already been like evicted from my freaking apartment, and I had to go stay in like this room for rent type of situation, which was very, very dangerous because, for one, it was all men there. Like, as time went on, I got to know these men. They were all cool. They were all very protective of me. They would watch over me and make sure like I was safe and stuff like that. Like, they always did that no matter freaking what. Like, they'd be like, where you going? Like, or they'll watch me walk to the corner, watch me walk out early in the morning when getting on the bus. Like, God was watching over me. Now let's get to the juicy part where it all matters. So even though I was going through all of this stuff, I had just got a job at this place called Halo Burger, which is a very popular burger joint in Flint, Michigan. Me personally, I am not an olive burger type of person, but I tell you this right now, I used to fuck they salads and they motherfucking chicken sandwiches up. This is before chicken sandwiches was even a thing. I've always been a chicken sandwich fan. So boom, 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 boom. But I was working there at this place, and my manager there, I ended up getting like super, super cool with her. I told her everything that I was experiencing, everything that I was going through, and she was really good. Like, she was good at helping, but not doing too much to the point where she made me feel like, okay, well, you can lean on me. She gave me just enough without giving me too much, and I really appreciated her. I still talk to her from time to time. I love her. I love her family. I love her children. Like, awesome person. So we're gonna name her Pineapple. She had got let go, and eventually I ended up getting let go as well. I needed another job. I needed to always have two jobs at once because I was struggling, honey. I was struggling. Pineapple ended up hitting me on one day. I think it was like right around Thanksgiving. She ended up hitting me on one day. She's like, hey, I know you need another job. Have you ever waitressed before? And I'm like,
I thought to myself, like, this is all like in a quick second, like a quick little rundown in my head. I'm like, no, I never, you know, waitress before, but I'm sure it's just like standing at a counter, except you just gotta walk up to
people. So I lied and I told her, I'm saying, yeah, girl, I done waitress before. She said, oh, well, good. I have a job opportunity for you. I have a friend. He knows somebody at this bar, and they're hiring. And I said something about, I recommended you. So, girl, strap up your boots. So, I'm thirsty. I'm parched. So, I end up like, yeah, I'm going. I'm in here. So I know instantly in that moment when they tell me like, oh, this Friday, which I think it was like the previous weekend, and that next end up weekend, I end up going there to work. So I knew all week, I'm like, you know what, I gotta get my stuff together. I need to be the baddest in the land because I'm working somewhere. I'm working in a bar, and that's going to require for me for my physical appearance to be just a little bit better. So for months, like, I have been walking around on my bald-headed hoe shit, okay, bald-headed hoe shit, and you know, I'm like, I'm about to do my hair. I'm about to get something did to myself. Like, I'm about to be a bad bitch. So immediately that next day, I hit up one of my friends. I'm like, hey, I need you to do my hair. She like,
is your hair even long enough to like do that hairstyle? Cause I wanted some box braids.
she's like, I don't know, but she like, I'm gonna see if I can do it. So sure enough, I get over there. She do my hair all up. Because for the first time in my whole entire life, I had got red nails on. I had never had real nails prior to this day, to this experience, or anything. So this was something so new for me. I got red nails. I was bald headed. Now my hair touching down my back. It's on and it's popping. Super happy. Him questioning me and asking me like, you about to be around a whole bunch of niggas and all of this and all of that. But for me, him saying that, it didn't mean shit to me, because it's like, you're not around me anyways, and I'm always sitting here by myself, so I might as well go be around some money and some people who pretend like they interested in me. It is what it is. You know, that's how I felt on it. I didn't say it, but that's definitely how I felt. And I had also learned that it was mature bar, which made me feel a little bit more comfortable, because I'm like, it'll probably be men with their wives there or whatever the case may have. You like, it's gonna be really cool, laid back, because usually places like this, it's mostly their family and their friends, or friends and associates and things like that. So everybody pretty much knows each other, and they're older, so they don't have time for drama and things like that. So that's how I was thinking as well, you know, regardless of anything that he was saying, because I wasn't cheating, so I wasn't going into it with ill intentions anyway, so it didn't matter to me. Well, I went and got my nails did. Literally that Friday after work, I got my nails did, and then he took me home. I started getting dressed, getting prepared and everything, and then he dropped me off at the bar. When he dropped me off, he didn't come in. He just made sure that I went in. At the time, my actual phone was not on. In order for me to like connect on my phone, I had to be on Wi-Fi. Which maybe you guys will get a story time about all that craziness. Cause I get dropped off. I go inside. I'm looking at the scenery and everything, and this older woman, she walks up to me, and I'm like, hey, how are you doing? You know, my name is Akari, and I'm letting her know what I'm there for. So she's very, to be continued. So we walk over to the bar, and there is what I think at the time was just the bartender. I'm like, hi, how are you? My name is Akari. She says, oh, she's like, you're cute. Like, she says these things, and I'm like, oh, you know, thank you so much. And looking back now, like before I had my braces and her seeing me, because she's a beautiful woman. I will definitely admit that. His ex-fiance was a beautiful woman. She thought to herself, like, hell yeah, I'll hire her, because she's okay, but them fucking teeth, like, he's not gonna want her. He's not gonna think about her. Like, she thought ill thoughts about me, I'm pretty sure, because it's natural that we see it all the time on TV when a woman has her man and her man has another woman like working there, or there's going to be a woman that's constantly going to be around her man. you know, she wants to ensure that she hires a certain type of person for which she feels will keep her man like kind of off. You know, me personally, that's what I feel. So eventually she decides like, yeah, you're gonna stay or whatever, and you know, I'm gonna let you work the floor tonight. So I'm like, okay, cool, great. I'm super freaking excited. She lets me know what she wants me to do, what she expects to be done, and things like that. I make sure all of those things are done, but in the middle, or she lets me know, like, yeah, I have been trying to work here for the longest. As soon as I saw them down here fixing on this place, I was immediately on it. I was waiting for them to open the door so I could get a job. Like, she must have been over there manifesting, honey, manifesting. And actually see him in person, like, if I had to say God got my prayer down correct, like, to the freaking T, like, he got it. Like, he got it, because y'all, like, y'all really gotta understand. So, she's telling me all of this, and she's like, yeah, she's like, yeah, the bartender, that's his fiance. She was hating on me trying to get this job, but I didn't let that stop me. She said I came up here almost every day. Like, she was very persistent, and that's what got her hired in there. So I'm like, oh, okay. And she, like, one thing that she keeps on freaking saying, y'all, she's like, you gotta see the owner. You gotta see the owner. Her fiance, she like, you gotta see him. And I'm like, okay, bitch. This better be. But I still wasn't like pressed. Like, I did not care, because she could literally be saying, let me see the owner, and it could be like somebody that I like, because she's an older woman. So it is what it is. But that's not the fucking case, y'all. I had never seen this type of person like before in real life. So what I'm about to tell y'all, like, I'm mad and embarrassed that I did it, but at the same time, I swear, like, I'm sure you would have did it too. Now, I don't feel this way now today, and I look back at it and I laugh, because I'm like, I'm goofy. But as me and her were talking, we were like wiping off the tables or whatever. In he comes. I remember what he had on. And oh man, I'm just having one with y'all. But he comes in from the back way, and he walks in, and he goes to like the kitchen, and he comes behind the bar. And I'm like wiping, but I'm like I remember like taking him in, y'all, like just like look at him down and up, like, and when it's fucked up, because Sherelle, she caught me and she was like, I told you. And I just thought to myself, like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. And it was like it wasn't like anybody else in there, but like the bartender was doing other things, so she was doing something right there when he had walked in, and he was like trying to squeeze behind her. So it's no choice but for, you know, I don't know. I don't even know what I wanted to say right there. Like, it was just no freaking choice, y'all. So, after I had that little moment or whatever, I got myself together. I continued wiping the tables, and the bartender calls me over. She's like, hey, come over here. I want you to meet my fiance, the owner. And I simply, like, I'm so nervous and I'm so shy, but I'm like, hi, how are you? You know, I try with the best of my ability. And he says the same thing back. I don't want to seem to